I'm the enema. I'm a on them just like my keys drop my on our dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential. It's consequential. Philosophies unidentical. I'm not in it, my Siamese brother Benjamin. That's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs. I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge. Stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids. Ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins. I need a 10. Stay muddy to the lid. 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister.
Yeah.
This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans, this is the National Football League.
Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Demario Davis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, a Louisiana native, Jarvis Landry. This is taken at the 23. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Play action now. Winston. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Winston's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Again, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's Eckler again. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 32 yards. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
A first down throw for Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On On second down, Eckler. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4, now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Herbert off of play action. That is caught by Rodgers. Touchdown, Chargers. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And picked up by the Chargers. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Now he's flipped, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert has got it to Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston looking long for Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Looks good on the extra point, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Washington now brings this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw again on second down, Winston. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 14 on the play. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Herbert now. Well, this is caught by Williams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Big play that time by Mike Williams, and it picks up a first down, and he's coming off a career-best 76 catches at 1,146 yards last season and was rewarded with a nice extension for his efforts. Definitely hope he continues improvement in his 6th season as a Chargers' big play threat.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston on the move to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And now they're in the hurry-up. Jameis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing, Winston. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Off the play fake, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st down, Winston. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Meanwhile, Winston's throw taken in by Landry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw, Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Open man is Palmer. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Winston's throw caught by Olave. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Here's Winston. He's going to let it fly. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now it's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 62 yards. And the Chargers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Winston and the Saints now down by 10. A minute 16 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Winston. Being chased out left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Winston to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride.
Enough.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. To the air right away is Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw, it's Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. 7 yards there and a first down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. And he wisely will throw that one away. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Brady to throw. That's to Evans, and what a nice catch that is. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Brady. He's got Otton. And he's got Rome. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Down inside the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Shotgun now for Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bucs are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 20. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Leaping, and he makes the grab. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Now it's Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Brady now on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Brady now on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He'll get this one complete to Darden. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been... point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And he whips that one incomplete there. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll fake it. Now Stafford sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams are back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs ready to take over once again. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Brady. Right back to Chris Godwin. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 57 yards. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point put through by Succop, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. To try again after the sack. Stafford, a quick pass to Kupp. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. The final shot before the break. Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. So we have reached halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Buccaneers have it. And high hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. The 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Let's go. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the greatest of all time. I said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The wrong falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The 4th bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics.
Today.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Prescott down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
When we say the sky's the limit for C.D. Lamb coming into his 3rd season, it's not hyperbole. 1,102 yards in his first Pro Bowl nod last season. He's now the unquestioned WR1 for Dallas following the Amari Cooper deal. They get it to him there for a 1st down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott off play action. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Baltimore's offense making its way out for the first time, and leading them, their quarterback, a guy who is just so electric under center in his 5th season now, Lamar Jackson.
Another excellent season from Lamar Jackson that was cut short by ankle injury and actually showed just how much he is valued as the leader of the Baltimore Ravens as they went 0-4 down the stretch and missed the playoffs without him. Prior to that, they were 8-5 in a tough AFC North, and he was on his way to his 3rd 1,000-yard season as a runner and career-high marks as a passer.
Now they run with a man who's bounced around a bit. This is Mike Davis. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it.
Now they've got 3